guys, welcome back to my channel. I am very happy to be here. I am very happy to be present. It has been a rough 2 weeks for my family and I. However, things are progressively getting better and for my family, and so I thought it would be a good idea to be here with you today and to do a video to kind of get myself distracted and do something fun. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I recently did a poll where I did a couple of makeup products that I really like. So the winners of that poll are the products that I will be using for today. So I will be letting you know my review, my thoughts on the products, and I also wanted you to get to know me a little bit better, and so I will tell you a little bit about who I am. So if you're ready to learn a little bit about me and makeup, let's go ahead and just have fun and watch the rest of this video. I already did go ahead and add moisturizer. So I went ahead and used this Clinique moisturizer, which has been really nice. It's very hydrating. I also went ahead and did my brows because my brows are what takes me the longest. First, let's go ahead and get a little clip here because my hair can tend to be a little annoying. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to start off with is primer. But I want to go in with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Cucumber 3-in-1 primer water. So I'll just go ahead and dry this off a little bit. And let's go ahead and get started. And so I'm going to do 1 pump of this Born This Way and just add that onto my hand like this. I'll do 1.5. So let's just do that. If I need more, then I'll go ahead and add more. And start adding the foundation like this on my skin. So I just like to evenly apply it just about everywhere. And again, if you need a little bit more, go ahead and add more as you need it. I wanted to start off by talking to you a little bit about my parents. So just so that you know, my parents are both from Mexico. My dad is from a place called Jalisco. So he is from a town called Colotlan. A lot of people, when I talk to them, they always think that I'm talking about Ocotlan, because that is another place in Jalisco, but it is not Ocotlan, it is Colotlan. And that place is about 3.5 hours, almost 4 hours away from Guadalajara. And it is a beautiful place. I recently went there and I went to go visit my grandparents because I had not seen them for a little bit. They actually do come here to the US very often. They come sometimes about 2 or 3 times a year. They love to visit all of my aunts and uncles, my dad. My mom, on the other hand, is from a place called Ixtapan de la Sal.
1 hour later.
I'm going to stop right here because I have been blending this foundation out just quite a bit. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and use is this concealer. I did another concealer. I did a Lancome concealer on the poll, and that one did not win. The Jouer actually won. And just so you know, this one is pretty amazing. I love this. I think out of all foundations that or all concealers, sorry, that I've used, this one is my all-time favorite. It is so good. Like, it just stays on for a very long time, and then 2, it is not drying. Best of all, the price is good. You know, I think it's $22, and so compared to other ones, you also get a good amount. I'm going to go ahead and use my sponge and blend this away. And so this is what I'm going to be using as my primer for my eyes. This is one of the concealers that if you use, you don't have to set it. If you forget to set it, it's totally fine. You won't go wrong with this. Okay, interesting enough, you guys chose the ABH Norvina collection. I had a Jaclyn Hill palette versus this one. However, you guys chose this one. This one is absolutely stunning. The colors are so pretty. Let me just show you. These are the colors. They're so nice. However, this is not my typical go-to because I like to do very nude colors and very neutral colors, things of that sort. And when you guys chose this, I was a little bit scared to use it. However, I was like, you know what, let's just go for it. I always say I'm going to use it. I'm always saying that I'm going to do all these crazy and interesting colors on my eyes, and I just never do. So thank you so much for choosing this one if you did. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and start with is this brush over here. It is a Wet n Wild brush. I don't know exactly the name of this brush. For the most part, the brushes that I get, I do not even know the names of them because a lot of them are B&H or other ones that are just, that come as a set. And so for the most part, they don't even have names, so that's why. But I'm going to go ahead and start off with this pink color over here. It's such a pretty color. Let's go ahead and go all over like this. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. I'm still going to go ahead and color the rest of my lid, but I'm going to do this next step. Grab the tape and then use my scissors and cut this tape in half. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and apply this here to the ends right here. And I'm going to use this other brush right over here. It is a flatter brush right over here, and it is a Wet n Wild. And I'm going to use this to go into my lid. Okay, so let's see, what else can I tell you about myself? I love to sing, so that is one of my favorite hobbies. I love singing. I have a sister. I have a younger sister, Michelle, and a younger brother, Alan, and they both love music as well. My sister loves singing. My brother is great at the guitar. He loves coming over my house all the time, and we just jam out and enjoy music. Sometimes I sing and then he plays the guitar, so it's just so much fun. But my mom would always say that I started singing when I was about 5 years old. So at one of the houses we lived at, we had this, like in our backyard, we used to have this nice bench, and she said that I would often like stand on it, and I would start singing like all these random songs. There was this Vuela Vuela song. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it was really catchy at the time, and I would always sing that. Even when I used to go to Mexico, that was one of the things that I used to do. My cousins would call me and have me go to school with them, and they would tell me to sing all these songs, and so like I obviously was delighted, like I enjoyed it so much. But I think that's how I started getting or losing fear of singing in front of people, because I just like did it so often with my cousins that it just became second nature to me. And now with this tape, it's pretty cool because then you don't have to worry about going way too far out. Kind of limits you and gives you, it sets the boundary. Okay, so with this same brush that I used, the flat brush, I'm going to go ahead and dip into this red here. So you see this one is the lighter of the two, and I'm going to start off with this one just because I think it's a good way to start, and then I'll go ahead and build it up with that next red color. But let's just start with this lighter one right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and grab this brush, and I'm going to mainly touch the very tip of it. This palette does not have a lot of fallout, which is what I like too. And I'm going to start going at the very tip, and I'm going to start dragging this color onto the center. Go ahead and make this a little bit thicker because I am going to be applying lashes after this, so the lash will pretty much cover your eyeliner if you don't make it thick enough. And then I'm going to go ahead and intensify this eyeliner with the dark red now. Okay, so now go ahead and tap into that color and go ahead and start adding that. I'm going to move on to my other eye. I just get so scared of trying different things, but I mean, sometimes you have to do it. Especially now, it's a good time. What are you going to do? You're going to be home, and if you mess up, what's the worst that can happen? You can just clean it right up. Now, let me go ahead and take this tape off, and you will see how good the eyeliner looks. I always struggle with eyeliner, so with this thing, it helps me so much. And I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Okay, look at how this thing looks. We'll go ahead and add the Jouer right underneath my eyes now. be super duper careful with the wing. I also love to travel. I enjoy being outdoors. I enjoy learning about the culture of different places. I think one of the next places I would love to visit is Madagascar. Madagascar, I've heard, is really beautiful. It is very nature focused. So that is the next place I'm very interested in going to. I went to Marrakesh just in October of last year, and that was an amazing, amazing experience. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the novela called e.l.f. This was a novela that was out like years ago, and it had this main character. Her name was Jade, and they actually filmed this novela out in Marrakesh. If you don't know what novela is a soap opera. And one day my husband was like, you know, where would you like to go? And as soon as he asked me where I would like to go, that was like one of the first places that came to my mind. And so just going there was such a dream. It was absolutely stunning. I will hopefully one day share a couple of the video clips that I did that we ended up filming from there, so you guys can see what a beautiful place it is. More than anything, we also had the opportunity to find new friends, and so that we will always cherish in our hearts. So let's go ahead and move on. Enough talking. I'm going to go ahead and add some Mercier powder right underneath my eyes.
Want it to look too dry. Okay.
And we're going to move on to bronzer. For my bronzer, you chose the Private Island by Fenty Beauty. And this one is a beautiful one. I also had the Physicians Formula. And I love that one too. If I had to choose in between one or the other, personally I think I would go with Physicians Formula. This one I got because I thought it was very nice packaging, and I was like, hey, I've heard great things about it, but I think at the end of the day they're pretty much the same, and the other one is more affordable. Okay, so I'm going to go right underneath like so. Okay, and I think I'm done with that. Let me go ahead and use this thing over here. I'm going to use this brush and go ahead and get rid of the Mercier powder. Next, I'm going to go in with blush. I will be using the Coral Cove by Milani. I will go ahead and use this brush right over here. This is a e.l.f. highlighter brush, but I'm going to go ahead and use it for blush. I'm going to go ahead and start right over here and go on up. Okay, right there. I am going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation, and it is in the color Espresso. I'm going to use that for my nose to contour it a tiny bit. Kind of carve my nose and move it around like so. And if you want to use your fingers for any of this, go ahead and use them because I don't know, for a lot of things I like to just use my fingers. It makes things so much easier. I am going to go ahead and use the Stark Naked lipstick by Urban Decay. I really like this one a lot because it's very creamy and the color is very light. It's very, very nude. Has no hint of orange or anything like that. There we go. I love this color. The next thing you guys chose is this Anastasia Beverly Hills Amber Lip Gloss. That's what this looks like. Okay. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do highlighter. Okay, so I had two. One of them was the Sandcastle by Fenty Beauty. This color is absolutely stunning. Look at that. Oh my god, this is so pretty. And the one you guys chose is this one, Hustla Baby. This one's the one I will be using right now. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it, but that's the second one. I'm going to go ahead and dip into Hustla Baby and go right in here. Look at that. It's there. And so now I will go ahead and go off camera to do my eyelashes because Eyelashes are always the hardest part for me. Okay guys, so I am back. I just went ahead and finished adding on my lashes, and now I want to go ahead and add some color underneath my eye. And so whatever I have left here on my flat brush, which had a little bit of that light red, that darker red, and some of that pink, I will go ahead and use that for underneath my eye. And so I'll just go ahead and add that now. And then I'm going to go in with this other brush right over here, and I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. So this is the very first brush that I use for my crease. And that one has a little bit more pink. So I think it'll be good because I don't want it to look way, way, way too red. For my lower lashes, I will be using this MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. Ay, Dios mío. Okay, no! Okay, I need to fix this. Okay, so I got some mascara on the liner. I don't know if you can tell, but that's what happened. But okay, now it looks so much better. I just cleaned it off. It looks like this. And last but not least, I am going to go ahead and use this Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And this one I'm not scared to use because the mist is a little bit, it's not as harsh as that first one.
Ugh, sorry.
That is it for today's look. I'm going to go ahead and take off this little clip and leave my hair as it was at the beginning. The makeup is all done. I hope you guys enjoyed today's look and also enjoyed learning a little bit about me. If you have any other questions for me, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to share with you a little bit about who I am. Again, thank you so much for watching my video. Please do not forget to subscribe, and also if you want to learn a little bit more about me, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. You will find me as that. Have a good day. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope you guys are staying safe, stay home, and stay blessed. Have a wonderful day.